Happy Sunday night. My name is Kay. If we haven't met before, it's a pleasure to be here with you. My apologies for being a little bit later than normally. I try to be very good about keeping these Sunday night meditation classes consistently at 6 p.m., but we had some family obligations tonight where Thanksgiving dinner got shifted around. So thank you for understanding. I hope it's still helpful for you to be here. And thank you for taking some time out of your busy life to center, to meditate, and to connect. So, pleasure to be here. So, this evening I felt called to spend our class time focusing on the idea of learning to accept and live with what we cannot change. Both of my brothers are in AA, and the Serenity Prayer is something that I've become very familiar with through others, but also through them. Grant me the courage to change the things I cannot, that I can, the serenity to accept the things I cannot, and the wisdom to know the difference. The courage to change the things I can, the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, and the wisdom to know the difference. And so I wanted to focus on the second part of that tonight. When things are outside of your control, and it is what it is. It's not very sexy. We live in a culture that says, fight, dig in your heels, make it happen. And I'm a fairly conflict-willing person. I'm somebody who's willing to say the hard things, or stand up for when something feels right, or to have the difficult conversation, but sometimes it's a no-win scenario. Sometimes to engage just causes greater hardship. And it takes a tremendous amount of strength that I don't always have to say, maybe the best thing for me to do right now is just accept the situation, even if what I want to do is to fight. It's a hard lesson for me. I don't know about you. Maybe it's easier for you. Maybe that's a life skill you came into this world possessing. So let's spend some time this evening accepting that which we cannot change. And if we can change it, by all means, engage. But sometimes it's just a no-win scenario. So find your meditative posture. You can sit upright or lay down, or find a chair to sit in like my cat is doing. Feel your belly expand with the breath. And feel yourself settle. Just be right here. Be right now. Just accept wherever it is you are. Notice what it's like to just be here with you. Now, for those of us who have taken time cultivating some internal self-awareness, it can be very easy to dive right into fixing and solving and shaping, and let that go. That's for another day, another time. For right now, all we're doing is being with ourselves. Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace. Notice the state of your body. Notice the state of your mind. And just simply sit here with yourself. Sit with the joy. Sit with the discomfort. Sit with whatever you find yourself experiencing tonight. So often in our lives, we just don't want to be here. We want to be elsewhere. So often in our lives, we don't want to just be in our bodies. So let this be a moment of coming home to yourself. For you, a moment of embodiment. A moment of belonging. Be here now. Be here. To accept your reality is not weakness. Let me say that again. To accept your reality is not weakness. I think that's a very difficult idea in this culture. Because in this culture, you can have whatever kind of fantasy life you want to have, and no one can tell me wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. To truly just be here. And just be with what is, be with this moment, be with this breath, be with the light of this candle. We're told we need to be more, we need to be different, we need to be better. Not today, not now. Maybe at some point, yes, but not now. Now you just need to be with whatever is your truth, your reality, your experience of this moment. Because the honest truth is there's really no ability to be anywhere else. Unless you've reached a point in your psychic development that you get to be two places at once, then mazel tov to you. Generally speaking, we can only be where we are. And we can make change once we've accepted that. But it all starts with being where you are. Comfortable or not, easy or not. Just welcome your reality. Now, sometimes your reality is distinctly uncomfortable. Sometimes your reality is, I'm hungry and I can't feed myself. Sometimes your reality is, I'm lonely. Sometimes your reality is, these people I love are causing me a great deal of pain. Sometimes my reality of just being here is saying, this situation that I wish could be better, and I know it could be, whatever I do is only going to make it worse. Now maybe by voicing this or facing your reality, you find that, well, actually there are things I can do. But sometimes there isn't. In our car ride home tonight, it was a conversation my husband and I were having with a situation with some family members where it's just saying, anything we do is just making it worse. There's nothing we can do. So what is it like to just sit in that discomfort of saying, yes, this isn't what I wished it would be. And I've worked through all the options I can take. None of them are feeling effective. So I'm going to sit with the acceptance of what is. And then, once you've grounded into this reality of being where you are, that's when there's the benefit of having connections with something a little beyond the scope of our human vantage, having connections with something on the other side, deities, angels, spirits, ancestors, whatever you want to call them. Because this is the point where we can say that power that has access to things beyond my own, I'm in an uncomfortable situation and there's nothing I can do. Will you please help me? Will you please intervene? And if you're able to be very focused and very connected with your heart and very open, there's a chance you'll get a response, a very good chance, actually. So in this situation, I might say, Ganesh, we have tried everything we can for these people that we love and nothing's shifting. There's nothing more I can do. Will you please help? Will you please help them? And I'm going to send them well wishes. I'm going to send them love. But since there's nothing within the scope of my ability to take action, can I ask for the Almighty to intervene? Can I ask for Spirit to play an active hand? And that may feel like a cop-out. And if it does feel like a cop-out, then it means that maybe there's more work you could do. There's more things you could do to affect change. But if you truly come to accept where you are and you realize there's nothing I can do, then ask for help. And maybe things will shift, maybe they won't. But that's not up to you. Spiritual work is the meeting of our own effort with that something else. Spirit, the divine, whatever you want to call it. We can only go halfway. We do our work. We lead with compassion. We lead with love. We make change where and when we can. And when we've exhausted all resources, we sit with where we are, and then we invite the divine to carry the rest of the load. If it's right. Sometimes these situations just need to play out in the way that they need to play out, that there are strong karmas at work, strong forces beyond the scope of our knowledge. Maybe that person we care about is having to learn a really difficult life lesson that their soul signed up for. And this is just what they have to go through. So accept where you are. And when there's nothing you can do, ask for help. Continue to breathe and continue to just sit with wherever you find yourself. Om Namah Shivaya. I bow with respect to my inner self, the self of all. Om Namah Shivaya. Shivaya Namah Om. Who are you? Who are you to think that you are all powerful and can change any situation to your liking? Who are you to think that you should always have everything worked out? Who are you to believe that you have all the right answers? Who are you to believe that your way is the right way? Why do you fight so hard? Why do you not just accept what is? I tend to be a very capable person in the world. That if there's something that I want to achieve, I generally figure out a way to do it. And those moments where there is no path forward, it feels a little foreign to me. And it leaves me feeling frustrated because I think, gosh, I'm so good at solving problems. Why can't I solve every problem? Who am I to think that I am someone who has the ability to solve every issue? Some problems are just not meant to be solved. Some moments are just supposed to be challenging. And again, if we've done everything we can and there's still no solution, then finding that surrender, that willingness to say, this sucks, this is uncomfortable, and yet I thrive, and yet I live. That despite the hardship, I will dance. Despite the disappointment, I will sing. Despite the heartbreak, I will live and thrive. Surrender is not a passive act. Accepting what you cannot change is not weakness. It takes tremendous strength to bow your will down and say, I have given what I can. I ask the universe to take over. And know this: the only constant in this life is change. At some point it will be different. Maybe not in the ways you hope or the ways you anticipate, but it will be different. That I can guarantee. Om Namah Shivaya. I bow with respect to my inner self, the self of all. Om Namah Shivaya. Breathe deep into yourself and know the limitlessness of you. And when you ask for the divine to take over and lend a helping hand, what you're really doing is asking for your enlightened self, the deepest part of you, to come alive, to work. There is no part of you that is not God. You are full of majesty. And to accept the world as it is to accept your higher plan, the one that you orchestrated before you even set foot on this earth. Om Namah Shivaya. I bow with respect to my inner self, the self of all. Om Namah Shivaya. Feel yourself breathe and feel yourself go deeply, deeply within you. And as difficult as it is, give thanks for this situation you cannot change. Just say thank you. Have gratitude for it. Just be grateful. Maybe you can be grateful because it's teaching you a valuable lesson. Maybe you can be grateful because it's giving you an experience, joyful or painful. It's still an experience. It's still a moment of getting to be human. Just be grateful. I've taken to I live in a fairly rural area now, and there's a couple of folks at my gym who are very clearly not so fond of the fact that me and my husband are a gay couple working out there. And when I see them scowling at us, I've just taken to walking by them and blessing them and saying, may you be blessed, may you be well, may you be joyful. May you be filled with love and light and be gifted by the universe. Thank you for being here. And it's so counterintuitive. We're told to fight. We're told to resist. But when I do that, damn, I feel good. I feel a lot better. I feel powerful. I don't feel dragged down in the way that I do if I engage. And accepting difficult life situations isn't all that different. Accepting that which we cannot change and saying thank you. Blessings to you. Universe, help me out. I'm still uncomfortable. That's fine, but still say thank you. Because despite it all, we're still living. And it may not be the easiest thing to do, but it is worth it. It is a gift to get to be here now. It is a gift to get to be where we are, if we choose to see it as such. Because really it's your choice. You can view this life as a dirge, a funeral march, a monotonous progression that is a trial to endure. You can view it that way, and it's a legit view. Or you can choose to view it as a blessing, as an adventure, as something that you are gifted to get to explore. And how blessed are we? Same life, two different vantages. It's your choice. Another meaning of this mantra, Om Namah Shivaya, is that everything is Shiva. Everything is divine consciousness. Those people causing you issues, this difficult situation, this thing that you wish would change and isn't, that too is Shiva. That too is your inner self, that too is your enlightened self, that too is God. So why do you bemoan it? When your mother makes you feel like shit, that too is God expressing itself. When that family member you love goes hungry, that too is God expressing itself. When there's things we can change, by all means do. But sometimes there's just nothing we can do. And this isn't copping out. This isn't say give up the fight. It's about saying be real with where you are. Accept where you are, change where you can, and when you cannot, find surrender, ask for help, and be grateful for whatever is. Because this is the life you have, and it is still a gift. Shiva. To live is to suffer. I remember hearing that notion when I was a younger boy, hearing about Buddhism, and I remember thinking, gosh, that sounds like a horrible religion. To live is to suffer. But the truth is there is no avoiding discomfort in this life. Doesn't matter how much you purify your nadis, or have a perfect diet, or exercise the right way, or live consciously and live compassionately, you are still going to experience discomfort. There's no avoiding it. The discomfort is mandatory. The suffering is optional. Because suffering comes down to perspective. If you can stay grateful for the discomfortable moments, if you can find joy in the sorrow, and dance even while you weep, and say, yeah, this is fucking hard. And yet I bless the world. Then you've won. Congratulations. Then you've won. So can you just stay fucking grateful? God, give me the courage to change the things I can, the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, and the wisdom to know the difference. Be real with yourself. Be here now. And own your power by doing so. Stop giving it away. Stop giving it away by wishing things were different. Do your work, surrender, ask for help from the universe, and then just be grateful. Then that power is yours. You retain it. I wish you well-being. I wish you light. I wish you love and joy and compassionate souls along your journey. I wish you power. I wish you grace. I wish you abundance, good food, good company, good drink. I wish you a vibrant, beautiful life. A life that even in the discomfort you celebrate. That even in the sorrow you hold gratitude. That you think, how lucky am I to live this life? How blessed am I? How wonderful am I? That is my wish for you. May you find that, and so much more too. Om Namah Shivaya. I bow with respect to the light, the God inside of me, the God inside of you. Om Namah Shivaya. Shivaya Namah Om. This is quote unquote advanced work. Because it's so much easier to just hate. It's so much easier just to blame and be angry and resentful. It's a lot easier, but it doesn't make you happier. So this is the next level. And we live in a world that really wants to blame. We want to blame the Democrats, we want to blame the Republicans, we want to blame our school teachers, our parents, we want to blame everyone. Blame doesn't matter. Show up, do your work, change what you can. When you find something you cannot change, be with it, accept it, ask for divine help, and then at the same time give gratitude for being where you are. That's the advanced work. And I hope you join me with it. I hope you join me. Your spiritual work should be making your life easier. It should be making you more effective at living, more capable, more well-adjusted. So I hope this leads you down that path tonight. Thank you for taking time out of your very busy life to come sit with me. Again, my name is Kay. If you ever need anything, I'm always here. Feel free to always send me an email or a DM. Let me know how things are going for you. And I look forward to sharing more time with you in the future, either here or on Patreon or one-on-one or however you feel like reaching out. I'm here however you need. So many blessings to you. So much light, happiness, and well-being. It's an honor and privilege to share this space with you. Thank you, my friends. Have a wonderful night.